Consumer confidence dropped sharply in June. The board's consumer confidence index fell by 5.4 points to 93, erasing nearly half of May's gain and reaching its lowest level since May 2020. Now, just recall that two-thirds of our economy, roughly 70%, is consumer spending. So if we are not opening up our wallets, we are not the largest economy in the world. There are widening concerns on jobs and income. Sentiment weakened across all demographics, with consumers less optimistic about business conditions, job availability, and future income, especially Republicans. Trade and inflation anxiety persist. Tariff fears and rising prices remain top concerns. However, short-term inflation expectations eased slightly to 6% from 6.4%. Now, what the Federal Reserve is expecting is a temporal increase in inflation due to tariffs, followed by some stabilization in the latter half of the year.
We've seen soft indicators, consumer confidence plummets, business confidence plummets. You ask anyone, they feel miserable, they're spending their days planning, they're worried about the future. Uncertainty is at an all-time high. But if you look at the data we have on what's getting made, by who, how much is getting made, do people have jobs, those data are a little dated, but they still seem to say the little engine that could, the US economy, is still chugging along.
And this is why I want your opinion, because the Consumer Confidence Survey, like any of the surveys, any of the polls that are conducted in the United States, are usually calling landlines. They actually have not switched over to cell phones. There are reports that they are calling cell phones today to conduct their polling. But the other caveat is that this is done in a point in time. The subset of the populace matters here tremendously as well, but I would actually prefer to trust opinions on Reddit or social media or people I speak to, like business owners, friends and family, as to how they feel in the economy, more so than this gauge. That's not to say that this gauge is useless, but consumer confidence lies in the consumer. And it's one thing to say that oil prices are up, therefore gas is up, therefore people take less trips, and draw those correlations in the market. Then again, we just hit all-time highs. And this comes after an extremely brief recessionary period after the April tariff hikes. So consumer confidence is dipping right now, but markets are reaching their all-time highs. Now, this isn't a direct negative correlation, but it's a pertinent observation to draw. Let me know your thoughts. How are you feeling in the economy these days? Do you have job uncertainty? Are you worried about prices? Because your opinion is actually the most valuable here.